Yo, what's happening? Side Street Kid, it's the effing. Back with another episode, Side Street Stories. Episode 17, I think. If I'm wrong, the right number will be down in the description, in the title, something. So let's see. I was thinking this time, I'm going to try to keep it short, even though I said I was going to keep it short, and then decided to tell a long, complex story. So I'm going to give it a compact version. And then what I was thinking, because most of this stuff, I'm giving like overarching stories, I'm not getting all into detail. I was thinking, y'all let me know, like in the comments or something, that if you want to see more detailed stuff, or maybe I was thinking about doing like lives or something like that people can join and ask questions or something like that. But I can go into more detail about whatever stories and answer questions and stuff like that. So y'all let me know in the comments if that's something that you'd be interested in. And then I'll do it if I get enough response to it. So let's see. Smoking Grooves tour, I believe it was 1997, right? He's still in the 90s. 1997, Smoking Grooves tour. It was Erykah Badu, Cypress Hill, and the Fugees, I believe, was the headliners. It could have been somebody else. I know Outkast was on the bill. I don't know if they were headliners or not. I'm not sure. And it was probably some more people that was on the bill. So anyway, I'm there. Dungeon Family. Goody Mob is there too. They're performing with Cypress Hill. So we all go to support, right? And to make a long story short, there was a mix-up with the comp tickets. Like, it was a bunch of them, because there was so many of us. We had a bunch of comp tickets, and we had the center box, right? Center box section to watch the show. So everything was cool early part of the show until Outkast performed. So Outkast performed. When they was done, it was like half the dungeon decided to leave. Like, after Outkast was done, they wanted to go back to the dungeon or whatever was going on, right? So I'm with the half that wanted to stay, right? So we all stayed to watch the show. So all of a sudden, I don't know if it was a changeover in security schedule, or like the people that were scheduled or whatever, the shift change or whatever. I don't know if it was something like that, but security came at us hard, right? Sweating for tickets like we was some vagrants. I think they probably thought, oh, the Dungeon Family left, and now some guys trying to get in the box, like, without tickets, right? Something like that. So lady come asking for tickets, and we like, nah, we ain't showing you nothing. Why you harassing us, right? Because we don't know what's going on. So and I think it was like, we didn't want to get into a situation where, because when half the dungeon left, like Rico left with half the dungeon, and he had half the tickets. So we didn't know who had a ticket and who didn't, and we didn't want a situation where some of us had to get put out, right? So it was like all of us or none. So we like, nah, we ain't with it. We're not showing no tickets. You harassing us, blah, blah, blah. Man, that led to all out chaos, right? So the lady said, all right, show me tickets. I'll be back. So I'll be back. It was like, come back then. So it took a while. I remember I was just watching the show, and then I see him come out the security thing, because it was like kind of to the side of the stage. You could see, if you're looking at the stage, you look over to the right, you see him come out the door, right? All yellow jackets, bunch of yellow jackets. Gotta watch these people out here. I sat there and waited for him. He saw I was gonna turn, look. Then as soon as I go to make the turn, he ran in front of my car. Anyhow, the yellow jackets run out the door, like police style. They ready to go. So I'm like, oh shit, it's about to be on, right? So by this time, I'm on one, right? So I decide I'm gonna have Jedi mind trick over Debo, you know what I mean? I'm like, man, I'm not even, they not about to touch me, right? I'm not even, they ain't got nothing on, watch the show. That's exactly what I did. I stood there and watched the show. Zoned out at that, because I was all into it, right? So, the Fugees was on stage by this time performing. So I'm zoned out into the Fugees show, which, I'm sure at that time Lauryn Hill was probably my favorite rapper at the time, or something like that, favorite artist, you know what I mean? But I was a big fan of the Fugees first, and then Lauryn Hill as a solo. So I'm like totally into it. 97, we're in the thick of it. So next thing I know, I snap out of it. I look up, and I'm the only person in the box. Everybody's gone. So I started looking around, like, where everybody go? I see all the way down the hallway, it looked like all my people, everybody that was with us, was just getting manhandled. It was just a lot of commotion. So I'm thinking it's a fight, right? I'm thinking they fighting their way out of there. But I think that was just animated, and there was a lot of talking going on. So I run over there thinking, nah, because, especially in 97, you're not about to touch nobody I'm with. Now, you're not touching me, you're not touching nobody I'm with. Right? So I'm definitely on it. I run over there. I'm trying to knock out the first yellow jacket I see. I swing at him. And I had to jump, because it was a crowd around him at that time. So I got to jump and try to swing over people. So Buddy kind of saw it coming. He moved back, and I missed. But because I jumped, I don't think he saw who threw the punch. So he just swung at the first person he saw, that because he thought he was being attacked. So he swung, and when we saw him swing, everybody was like, what? They thought it came out of nowhere. That's, you know what I mean? To this day, they probably think Buddy swung out of nowhere. So he swung at my cousin, but he missed. My cousin Ahmed, he dropped straight down to duck it, and he missed. Then my cousin's wife, Dee Dee, some know as Peaches, she don't play that shit. You attack some, you know what I mean? You attack one of us, she ain't playing with you. So she like, oh hell nah. And she threw one of them girl straight jab, bam! Popped me right in his nose. Fuck! Broke my shit, blood everywhere, right? The nose broke. And so now I'm like, it's on. I just dive in. I'm here to get some now, right? Dive in the crowd, and we rumble. Next thing I know, I feel big ass hand on my back. Grab my shirt, right? Snatched me up, snatched me so quick, I left one of my shoes on the ground, right? Man, something huge. Like, I don't even know if Friday was out yet or not, But if Debo, he would, man, definitely bigger to me than Debo was to Craig. Put it that way, right? Snatched me up out the crowd and basically just dragged me out into like this open area. It's like all cement. It was under like a covered part where the stage was and stuff at first. He dragged me out to the thing. And I can't even get loose to see who grabbed me yet. Like, that's how much bigger he was than me. Like, he just straight snatched me up, right? And he took me outside, body slammed me. Right? I guess he was thinking it was going to be lights out when he body slammed me, right? But he ain't know. I was just waiting to get loose. You know what I mean? Because I was about to hurt whoever it was. So he body slammed me. And man, the ground felt like a bed to me. It was soft, like a mattress or something. I just bounced right back up off I'm on my feet, right? I'm on my feet and I'm charging him. And it was like it shook him because he was like did something like that, and he started backing up, and then he took off running, right? So I'm trying to chase him, and I get tackled. Bam. So it was two people that was with us. It was y'all might know Chance. If y'all know Chance Parkman play keys and stuff, you know what I mean? And Bernaski Wall, the engineer, they tackled me. No, they like, no, kid, don't do it. Don't do it. You know what I mean? Like, let it go. They try to stop the fight. They don't want to see nobody. They don't know why it's going on. You know, they're like, these are like older gentlemen, like married, you know, musicians and stuff like that, engineers and stuff. And they don't want to see all that. They don't understand what's going on and what's what. So they stopped that part of it. I look around and I see that, you know, things ain't going well for us. Security is definitely doing his job, you know what I mean? So it ends up that, you know, they get my cousin, they get both my cousins, right? And they like on some detain them. But I didn't get detained because Buddy took off running, and you know what I mean? So I'm loose. So now I see him take him into the little police trailer. So I'm all out, you know, don't give a fuck. At this moment, it's all out war for me. So I figure I'm gonna run. I'm a kid still. I'm like, you know, 18, 19 at this time. So my mind, I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm thinking I'm going to run in there and bust them out of the police trailer. Like on some movie shit, right? So I run and I'm trying to get to the gate because they closed the gate, blocked the gate. And at that time, around the corner come the whole refugee camp. Like all the Fugees. It was Cypress Hill came. Who else? I mean, it was like everybody that was there, all the artists and everybody like that, all just ran up on me. It was like Cypress Hill, the Fugees. I want to say it might have been De La Soul. Might have been De La Soul, ran up on me. And of course the Goody Mob, because they was with them, so the Goody Mob. And they like, we saw the whole thing from the stage. They like, what you want to do? We here with you, Sean. Like, they was like, we here. Like, what you want to do? And they all looking at me. And I'm like, let's go get them. So we hit the gate. Bam, we started shaking the gate. We get through the gate. We bust the gate down. Now we at the trailer. It's like it gotta be like 50, 60 of us at this time. And we got hands on the trailer. We just rocking it. And we chant, let them out, let them out, let beating on it, everything, blah, 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 blah. Make a long story short, you know, it turned into more of like a negotiation kind of thing. You know, the police had to do their job, but eventually we realized that they was telling us they can't do what we was asking for, but they can escalate the issue if necessary, you know what I mean? So I think it was handled a different way, more diplomatically after that. Like, you know, I think the police chief or somebody, mayor or somebody, it got up to that level, something like that. But yeah, man, that was like what I remember from Smoking Grooves tour '97. You know what I mean? It was rumbling with security and starting some kind of movement with the Fugees and to get my cousins loose. So yeah, everybody was there. I want to say Erica probably came out too. She might not have. Don't remember. But I know the Fugees was there. Lauryn Hill was there. They was there, ready to go. Like, what's up? Because they saw we had got done dirty. They obviously knew we was Dungeon Family in the box, and now for whatever reason they doing us dirty. You know what I mean? So anyway. I think I'm gonna wrap that up there. It's a whole lot more to that story, but you know, for the sake of not trying to do too much, say too much, whatever. Sometimes people get sensitive about shit. You know what I mean? I just be trying to tell it how I see it, like what I saw, whatever. I don't know everything, but I can tell you what I saw, and that's just what it was for me. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, I'll leave it at that though. SideStreet Stories. It's the effing episode 17. Like I always say, man, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Repost it, tell your friends about it, share it, whatever. Leave a comment. You know, all that kind of stuff get me into the algorithm so I can get more views. You know what I mean? Make this thing. It's boom back. Maybe do a little bit more. I know right now I'm just telling stories while I drive around in my car sometimes. But, you know what I mean? I got other ideas for this to expound upon it. Bringing people on that's involved or sitting down with people and telling the stories and that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's the effing. Check me out on my all streaming platforms, my music, you know, show footage and stuff online. I got all that kind of stuff, man. I make beats, producer. Y'all can hit me up for music. Shows, hit me up. Looking to get me down to hit the stage or whatever. Just email me SideStreetKid@gmail.com. And that's usually how I get them. I mean, people DM me and stuff like that on Instagram a lot. Whatever. However you get in touch with me, I check all that shit. I go say regularly, like super regularly, but I do check it. So hit me up. Yo, man, it's the effing. I'm out. Friendly faces quickly changes to meme mugs. These young thugs wonder why I sell when the work sell. They run up on the putt like they working off Duracell. I'm shell shocked.